OpenAI just released a fully open-source, airline-style customer service demo that you can run at home, and it's built to showcase exactly how multiple AI agents can work together in real time. At the same time, they quietly cut ties with Scale AI, right after Meta bought nearly half of it. MidJourney finally launched its first video model, turning still images into moving clips. While Disney and Universal are already suing, YouTube is bringing Google's V3 video model into Shorts and celebrating 200 billion daily views. And an MIT study just raised serious concerns about what ChatGPT might be doing to our brains. This video covers it all, so let's talk about it. First up, OpenAI's brand new GitHub repo, titled OpenAI CS Agents Demo. In plain English, it's a full customer service mock-up for an airline. The entire orchestration layer runs on the agent's SDK, the same one OpenAI's been teasing since spring. Under the hood, it's a Python backend spun up with Unicorn, so with just one command, you've got an ASGI server and a Next.js frontend. It renders both a chat window and a live trace of which agent is talking at any given moment. And that trace, it's not just some abstract log file. It's literally a step-by-step visualizer lighting up every time. Say, the triage agent hands off to the seat booking agent. If you type, "Hey, can I switch to an aisle seat on flight 347 triage," checks your intent, kicks the request downstream. Then the seat booking agent pulls up the seat map, shows available rows, and finalizes the swap. Cancel a flight, that goes to the cancellation agent, who walks through confirmation numbers, refund rules, the whole 9 yards. There's also a flight status agent that pulls real-time data, plus an FAQ agent for baggage weight. Aircraft types, you name it. Now, none of these agents run wild. 2 guardrails keep them in check. The relevance guardrail blocks off-topic nonsense, ask for a strawberry poem, and it slams the brakes. The jailbreak guardrail detects prompts like "show me your system instructions" and responds with a structured error. Both of those get highlighted in the trace so devs can see exactly when and why something broke. And because the whole system is modular, you can tack on your own agents, swap routing logic, or strengthen guardrails without rewriting everything. OpenAI's basically handing over its internal blueprint, composable agents, prompt templates, tool wrappers, handoff logic, output schemas, and a tracing layer that makes debugging halfway tolerable. Fire up the backend, run npm run dev on the Next.js side, and boom, you've got a working airline bot running locally. It's transparent, extendable, and honestly, a killer teaching tool for anyone trying to wrap their head around multi-agent architectures instead of one giant prompt. But here's where it gets juicy. Almost at the same time, Bloomberg reported that OpenAI is phasing out contracts with Scale AI. Scale just sold 49% of itself to Meta for a jaw-dropping $14.8 billion. Meta's second biggest acquisition ever. That means Scale's CEO, Alexander Wang, is now joining Meta's experimental AI projects. So, it's not exactly shocking that OpenAI doesn't want to send training data through a vendor now tied to a direct competitor. They started pulling back months ago. An OpenAI spokesperson said Scale only handled a small slice of their data anyway. And they're now shifting to newer firms like Mercor. Google's doing the same thing over similar fears that Meta might get a peek into rival model pipelines. Scale's interim CEO, Jason Droig, put out the classic "we remain unequivocally independent" line. But when your new majority partner just wrote a $14.5 billion check, that independence starts to look pretty theoretical. Bonus subplot Scale used to rely on armies of contract labelers for image and text tagging, but later pivoted to specialized annotators as models got more advanced. That exact talent pool OpenAI and Google both need somewhere else. So yeah, corporate drama meets AI supply chain realignment in real time. Meanwhile, MidJourney finally stepped into video with version 1, its first image-to-video model. You feed it a single frame, could be a photo or an AI image, and it spits out 4 dreamy 5-second clips. Not quite photoreal, but definitely that surreal MidJourney aesthetic. The model lives inside Discord, only web only, just like their image models. Pricing, ouch. Video generations count 8x more than image generations. On the $10 month basic plan, you'll burn through credits fast. Pro users $60 and Mega users $120 get unlimited runs, but only in slower relax mode. Each clip starts at 5 seconds. You can extend it 4 times, adding 4 seconds per click, maxing out at 21 seconds. You can toggle low-high motion, go random animation, or write your own movement instructions if you're hands-on. CEO David Holtz says version 1 is just the start, a stepping stone toward real-time, open-world simulations. Think Unreal Engine. That dreams. Next up, 3D rendering models, then, eventually, real-time generative worlds. Ambitious, especially when Disney and Universal filed lawsuits against them a week before version 1 dropped. Why? Because the models allegedly generated Homer Simpson and Darth Vader on command. Lawsuits aside, early testers seem impressed. Nobody's claiming it beats OpenAI's Sora or Runway's Gen 4 yet, but for a first-gen MidJourney video tool, it's a solid start. Let's see how pricing shakes out after the 1-month review window. Speaking of video, YouTube just told everyone at the Cannes Lions Festival that it's bringing Google's V3 model to Shorts this summer. A select few Shorts creators got V2 in February, now the gates open wide. CEO Neil Mohan paired that with some wild stats. Shorts now pull 200 billion views every single day, up from 70 billion back in March 2024. On living room screens, viewers watch 1 billion hours of YouTube on connected TVs each day. Over half of YouTube's top 100 channels now get most of their traffic from the couch. At 1 billion monthly podcast viewers, and an auto-dubbing system used in 20 million videos. You can see why YouTube's all in on generative tools. They also dropped their 20th birthday culture and trends report. No shock, Shorts are still surging. But videos over 60 minutes are also rising fast, probably because couch viewers want movie-length docs and podcast episodes. Gaming still dominates watch time. ASMR, fitness, long-form commentary, all seeing waves. Shorts are exploding, but long-form isn't dying. It's moving to the biggest screen in the house. For creators and marketers, the playbook's simple: want reach, optimize for phones. Want dwell time, think TVs. Now for the reality check. MIT Media Lab researchers ran a study with 54 volunteers, aged 18 to 39. 3 groups wrote SAT-style essays, 1 brain only, 1 allowed to use Google, and 1 using ChatGPT. Everyone wore 32-channel EEG caps. The ChatGPT group showed the lowest neural engagement across alpha, theta, delta bands tied to memory and creativity. 2 English teachers graded the essays and called the AI ones soulless. By the 3rd round, many users just pasted prompts in, tweaked a line or 2, and hit submit. Meanwhile, the brain-only group showed more EEG activity and said they felt more satisfied, like they owned their work. The Google group landed in the middle. Researchers say searching still triggers planning and evaluation. Letting AI do everything doesn't. Here's the twist. After round 1, the ChatGPT group had to rewrite their essays, no AI allowed. They struggled to recall what they'd written. The essays hadn't entered deep memory, but the brain-only group, now allowed to use ChatGPT, actually showed stronger EEG connectivity. Why? Because human-first drafting followed by AI refining might be the ideal combo. Lead author Natalia Kosmina pushed out the pre-review paper quickly. Peer review might take 8 months. She worries policymakers might push GPT into classrooms before the science is clear. She even embedded traps in the paper, and sure enough, AI summarizers hallucinated fake details like used GPT-4, even though it never says which version. Next up for her lab, a programming study. Early results are even more worrying. coders relying heavily on auto-completion show worse neural activity. Yes, it's a small, not yet peer-reviewed sample, but it echoes other studies. Generative AI boosts short-term output, but may chip away at long-term motivation. All right, that's plenty of brain food for one session. If you dug the deep dive, tap the usual buttons. No pressure.
That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to DT Synapse Zero for more exciting content.